today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast. Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to... Oh, what's the name of the field here, Coach? Oakfield Village Park. I forgot all about that. I mean, I just haven't taken a look at it. Oakfield Village Park here as we get ready for tonight's non-conference contest between the Oakfield Mighty Lady Oaks and the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. Joining me here on the broadcast today is the doctor, Cameron Hatcher. Today he's not doctoring, though. He's going to be announcing with me today. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, happy to be here. Feel like I'm coming out of retirement or something.
I'm excited about the opportunity to have you here as well because we just haven't had a chance to sit down and chat. You've been super busy with your athletic director duties, and here's our shot that we've got here from center field as we get a chance to see the teams warming up here. And here's our shot behind home plate. We added a new camera here. That's pretty.
I like that shot. That's a crisp shot right there.
Takes care of gets rid of the fence that's in the way. So all of the donations and stuff that we've received, we keep pouring back into our program to make things better. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from a couple of our sponsors, and then we are going to come back and take a look at some of the statistics for the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Livestream.
Furniture Varf. Goodyear Straw, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verde Furniture.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Welcome back here on the pregame show. Let's take a look at thank you for number 7-8 turn off. There we go. So we get rid of that echo here. Normally I have a slide that's set up here, so that's why you're we should see something better than that picture. So we'll pop this one out here. Wanted to see if I got rid of some of that delay. Looks like a little bit here. I'm not sure what the...
We'll blame it on the wind.
Yeah, we'll do that. And then again, there's our home field shot, our home plate shot, and then we've got a shot in the dugout for the ladies. We're pretty excited about that. Let's take a look at some of the statistics here for the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. The pitcher today with a 2-1 record. She's played in 4 games. That means she probably was a backup for one of them. She's pitched 23 innings, given up 19 hits, 12 runs so far. 8 of those 12 runs have been earned. She has an ERA of 2.43. She's had 16 walks, 19 strikeouts, and she's hit 4 batters. She's had 54 strikes, 38 balls, so she throws a lot more strikes than balls. Let's take a look at the hitting for this team. Leading the team in hitting is number 2, Mackenzie Leering, with a .654 batting average, with an OPS of 1.553. That is incredible when you mix that with her slugging percentage, which is just a little bit under 1 at .923. She's had 27 plate appearances. She's had 12 singles, 3 doubles, and 2 triples. And she's had 4 RBIs, struck out 3 times, and stolen base 12 different times. Second leading hitter on the team is number 8, Kayla Knack, with a .476 batting average. She's had 21 plate appearances. She's had 10 hits, 4 singles, 4 doubles, 1 home run, and 1 triple. She's had 3 walks so far on the season. She's responsible for 9 runs batted in. She's struck out 4 times and has 1 stolen base. Third leading hitter on the team is number 4, Elizabeth Elke. She has a .375 batting average. She's had 24 plate appearances, 9 hits, 7 singles, and 2 doubles, and walked twice with 6 strikeouts and 5 stolen bases. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics here. They currently, as a team, are 4-2. They just lost on Thursday to Kewaskum in conference rival 4-3. Otherwise, their only other loss was to Mayville, a strong flyway opponent, with a 6-5 loss over against the flyway. Some of the team statistics here. Kettle Moraine, as a team, has had 70 hits. Their opponents have only had 23. They've had 49 singles, 17 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. Their opponents have only had 17 singles and 3 doubles with 1 home run. 15 walks the Kettle Moraine batters have taken, and their opponents have had 12. They've had 39 strikeouts for Kettle Moraine and 15 for their opponents, and they've had 21 stolen bases. As far as pitchers, they've given up 32 hits. Their opponents have only had 27 hits. They've scored 23 runs, their opponents with 22 runs. Of those 23 runs scored, only 11 of them have been earned. So for an earned run average of 1.92, their opponent's ERA is 4.2. They've had 38 strikeouts again as their pitchers and 25 for the opponents. They've had 7 hit by pitch compared to their opponents only having 2. We're going to step aside here, and we will come back here. You can see that the Oakfield Mighty Oaks are continuing to warm up. We're going to hear from our sponsors. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's Livestream. We'll be back.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park as we're getting ready here for a non-conference contest between the Lady Oaks of Oakfield and the Lady Chargers from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Again, the Kettle Moraine Lutheran is a team that is in the East Central Conference. I believe they're a Division II program. They might be Division III, but I'm pretty sure for softball they're Division II. And the Oakfield Mighty Oaks are going to be our Division IV program, if I remember correctly. I got to do some digging again. I just haven't gotten in the mode. For most of you who may not be aware, but I currently have I had rotator cuff surgery, and with that rotator cuff surgery, it kind of has thrown me for a little bit of a loop. I kind of have been a little bit lost with what's been taking place and getting things ready here. It's difficult for me to be on the computer typing away, especially since I'm right-handed, and I decided, Cameron, to go with the right hand first to get it done with, because the left will be next, and then knees will be after that. So at least after this year, then I'll be able to work on the computer much better than I can right now. So, Cam, this is your first softball. Cameron, sorry about that. First softball game of the year.
Yeah, first softball game of the year. Had first baseball game a few days ago. Excited to be out here tonight. Beautiful day for it. Mostly sunny skies, high winds. Good day for softball.
Yeah, really, it's not too bad with the temperature except for the wind. If that wind would be gone. I mean, I remember hearing on the weather forecasting yesterday that they were talking about that we could be seeing gusts of 30 miles an hour, and you were out there, and we can see the trees swinging quite a bit out there, and your comment was, this ball gets up in the air, it's out of here, especially towards right field.
It's going to travel. Wind, last I could tell, was blowing almost straight out right center, so left-handed hitters pull hitters that way in their favor.
I actually have to say, and maybe I was wrong, but I believe that they actually have a much more permanent fence than they had last year. I don't recall the fence being quite as secure. Maybe they just secured it better this year than they did last year. Right now, you are watching Kewaskum warming up, as since Oakfield is the home team, they were warming up first because they'll go right back out there then after the warm-ups here and getting ready for the national anthem. They'll go back out there and they will be out on the diamond here. But let's take a look at some of the statistics for Oakfield. Again, I don't have their, I'll see if I can find their individual statistics. I had a PowerPoint that I had created that had all of this information all ready to go, and then I forgot to actually download it here. So let's take a look at some of the team statistics so far. Oakfield is currently 2-0. They've had 21 hits, 15 home runs. Their batting average is a .339. Earned run average is only 1 run. They've had 9 walks and 13 strikeouts. In their 62 at-bats, they've scored 18 runs. They've given up they've had 21 hits, 14 of them singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples, no home runs. They've walked 17 times again. They've had earned 15 RBIs and only 8 strikeouts. It doesn't look like Coach keeps track of stolen bases, because I did have, when I talked with Coach during interview, and I'll see if I can find that. That might be a little bit of a filler as well. We talked about what the team makeup was going to be, and I can't remember if we did it off air or if it was on here, but he said this team is going to be a lot different than you've seen out of your previous Oakfield teams. This team will be a team that will be focused more on speed. It'll be a team that'll be hitting the ball, not for power. They're not going to be that power home run hitting team as they have been in the past, but he still is pretty excited about what this team is going to be bringing forward together. Their opponents that they have had so far this year, they've had 25 at-bats. They've had only 4 hits so far off of Oakfield Lady Oaks pitching. They've had 7 strikeouts and only 2 walks given up by the pitchers for Oakfield. Let's take a look at some of their other statistics here. Again, the pitchers have given up only 5 hits and 3 runs, 9 walks total. Strikeouts with 13. That didn't keep track of hit by pitch. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics for pitching. Today going to be on the mound is going to be number 7, Lainey Shep. She is currently 2-0. She's pitched 10 innings, given up 2 hits, had 4 walks and 8 strikeouts so far in her 2 starts that she's had. Let's take a look at some of the batting statistics that we have here for the team. Leading the team in hitting, when you take a look at batting average, is number 2, Meredith Steinke, with she's had 6 plate appearances. She's had 4 hits, 3 singles, and a triple. She's walked twice. She's driven in 5 runs so far, and that gives her a .667 batting average with a slugging percentage of 1. Add those together, and you got an OPS of 1.667. Ryan Vielbig is second on the team with a .500 batting average. She's had 8 plate appearances, had 4 hits, all 4 of them singles. She was, we watched again last year her play with this team. She is a speed burner out there and loves to run the bases. Number 10, Krista Sabel, the shortstop, is set 3rd leading hitter on the team. She's had 7 plate appearances. She's had 3 hits. That's a .429 batting average. She's had 1 single so far on the season. Where did her other hits come from if they have it listed as 3? I would assume that she probably has had 3 hits then. Walked 3 times as well so far on the season. And the 4th hitter with above 300 is what I'm looking at when I'm taking a look at batting averages above 399, really. I'm looking at your 400, is number 4, Olivia Vielbig, with batting 400. She's had 5 plate appearances, 2 hits, 1 single, 1 double. And a lot of these names you're used to hearing because we call them for volleyball. We call them for basketball, and that's not uncommon here because they're multi-sport athletes, and I think that's what causes them to be so well-rounded in all of their different activities. Cam, I know you're not very familiar with the Oakfield program, but again, they have had numerous successes. Mrs. Lieb, now do you know how many state titles Oakfield has so far? I want to say that they have, 13 or 14, something like that. They have not lost a Trailways East game. When I talked with Coach Schaefer, I believe it has now been 6 years straight that they have not lost a Trailways East contest in softball. And talk about a dynasty, right? And talk about control. That just is amazing.
Looking at the back of Coach's shirt that he's got on, I don't know if all those dates on there are state titles, but if there's 16, if I counted them correctly.
That could be. I mean, they are just dominant, and that might be 16 appearances. Athletic Director Doug Mock, he's got a couple of those state titles as well. And I know Doug from way back when I was an administrator in Waupun, but getting to know him more as he's got his son playing hockey in Waupun. And, since we've been coming over here, last year we came over here with part of our competitors, and then when they didn't want to sponsor it, we decided to come on our own, and then we decided that, hey, we're coming over here because they enjoy what we do. So we enjoy coming over here. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors. First pitch is supposed to start at 5 o'clock, so they're going to get ready here from the Village Park here in Oakfield. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The Rock.
Yeah, welcome back here to Village Park here in Oakfield as we get ready here for the first pitch. As Oakfield will be taking the field here. As soon as they start to take the field, we'll announce their starting positions here, since there is not a national anthem today. It's the first home game here for the Lady Oaks. They've had their 2 contests. Kettle Moraine Lutheran has had 6 contests already, and part of that is also because they've also had their they've got KML, I believe. I might have it mixed up now with Kewaskum, now that you got me thinking about that. Kewaskum, I know, has artificial turf for both baseball and for softball, and I don't think Kettle Moraine does. I know their baseball field is out in the middle of Timbuktu, because when Caleb was playing, it was ridiculous to try and haul equipment out there to try and live stream. Let's take a look here at the defense. Right now on the mound is going to be number 7. That's going to be Lainey Shep. Behind the plate will be, I just got to pick up the numbers here. Number 11, Lydia Fleury. Over at first base will be number 12, Georgia Hoffman. Over at second base will be number 4, Olivia Vielbig. Over at shortstop will be number 10, Krista Sabel. And over at third base will be Alexis Liebnow, number 8. I couldn't see the number here. Out in left field will be, must be the being hit for, because she's not listed here.
She is.
Is that Meredith? That's Meredith Steinke out there. Thank you. In center will be number 3, Ryan Vielbig. That's one of those that Coach was talking about. I should have loaded up his interview. We'll use that probably for the next game that we have here. Talked about how Ryan has waited patiently to be center fielder. She's loved. She wants to be able to show off the wheels. Well, she's going to have that opportunity. And in right field will be number 15, Hayden Colleen. Here's our center field camera. This is my favorite shot, as long as the wind is not going to be bouncing it too much out there. It gives us a chance to see the pitcher's motion. We get a chance to see it come right into the plate. As we get ready here, leading things off for
number 2, Mackenzie Leering.
Slaps that one to left field. That's going to tail away and get past Meredith Steinke. Going in for a double. I think that will count. Is that going to count as an error? Yeah, that'll be an E7. So you're going to write that down as actually E7 right here, E7. And then you put a line from going from home place to first to second. There you go. And then you can write right in the middle there, E7. Brings up the number 2 hitter will be
Brooklyn Bartelt.
Bartelt's going to turn and bunt. And nobody picks it up, and the run's going to score right away. And just like that, KML is going to be on the board. Beautiful bunt Nobody covered on the rotation or picked up the ball as it looked like more like. And then coming in and scoring is Leering. Then you fill in, so you show her advancing all the way around, and then you fill in her diamond there. Just scribble it in a little bit to show she scored the run. I'm trying to teach the doctor here how to do some scoring.
Keep the book and try to talk a little bit as well. Number 4, Elizabeth Elke up, catcher for the Chargers.
Number 3 hitter. Takes a big cut at that one. 1-1 is the count. So is there a place in there? So this column here is balls. This is strikes. So if you put a dot in there, 1 for each. That just helps you if you had to keep track of pitch count, which they don't in softball. That's going to be a little low. Lydia knocks it down. The runner over at second decided not to take off. Yeah, when the sun is shining, it certainly looks like it's a beautiful day for softball. And it probably is, but when is it a beautiful day for softball?
Absolutely. Shielded in here out of the wind.
Yeah, we'll take that a couple of times, again, because of way things are set up with our competitors. We have to give up the broadcast booth when we go to Waupun. 3-1. That's going to be popped up into the infield. Lydia calls for it, and it's going to get the out over at 2. That's going to be a 5-4 put out. That really is probably not a play that you would typically have your catcher make there, especially if if a third baseman is crashing in or your pitcher. It's a tough play always for the catcher to try and find that ball and get rid of the mask at the same time. But they get the force out, so that was on this play here. You would write 5-4 and then put a 1 to circle it for an out. Turns to bunt, taken off. Throw is not in time, and a stolen base. Moves up. One 1-0 is the count with 1 out.
Kayla Kanak, first baseman in for the Chargers at the plate.
Shep on the mound. That's going to be in the dirt. Good block there by Lydia. Camera is sitting out in left center. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. Foul. Down the third base side. KML did a good job of manufacturing a couple of runs. Little slow start here for Oakfield, but we'll see if they can get things cranked up. Shep
finds a hole
between shortstop and the third baseman, and another base hit.
Runners on the corners now.
Saying another base hit because the one that was bunted down here went for an infield single because nobody played it. It wasn't really an error. You can't give mental errors. So they end up getting it as a single. So they've got two hits so far here in this inning, but only 1 run scored. Runner sitting over at third. That's going to be fouled off out of play. Nope. Yep.
Yep. To the backstop here.
I was looking to see if there's like a tilt that came down kind of funny. Must have rode right up against the fence. 0-1 is the count with only 1 out. Runners at the corners. Here's the pitch high. That's going to get off of the glove of Lydia. Here comes the play at the plate. And getting in there, scoring, is going to be number 4.
Elizabeth Elke.
And it's now 2-0, and that allows the runner to advance. I believe that looked like that went off of the glove of Lydia, so that it go down as a pass ball.
Karis Winkleman here at the plate, number 10 for the Chargers.
1-1 with 1 out. Ball 2. Here comes the pitch. To the left-hand side. Trying to get there was Olivia Vielbig. Could not. And it's going to fall for a foul. Makes it 2-2. Only one out. Runner sitting at third for the Chargers. They've already got 2 runs in. We should thank our lucky stars. It's Wisconsin. It could be snowing. I'll take the wind over that any day. That's going to be hit to the left-hand side. Right-hand side. That's going to drop in there for another base hit. And the runner's going to score. And they've got 3 hits so far in this inning. Just outside of the reach of the second baseman.
I don't know if she was trying to placement, but if you are, that was good placement. Number 11, Katie Brandt at the plate for the Chargers. She'll also be in the circle. As soon as the Oaks can get a couple more outs here, we've got a slight delay in the game. A runaway bag coming in from left field.
I think the bag wasn't the issue. I think it's the extra ball player out there that you're not allowed to have. Who's Grandpa? Oh, George's.
Right there.
There's one.
Pipe.
Yeah, nice pitch right there by Lainey Shep. Oh, 0-2. A little bit of a rise ball there. It's a good thing I'm sitting in here to hold this thing down, because I would be afraid that this thing might blow over.
I don't think the wind's blowing that hard, Jeff.
Oh, it definitely feels like it. I can just feel it shaking in here. Strike, and gets the out there for out number 2. So a strikeout as a K that you can put right there. Perfect. Going to bring up to the plate.
14, Evelyn Degner. Second baseman for the Chargers.
Hits her in the toe. And that's going to allow her to advance. Now there's runners at first and second. Did they bat through the lineup?
So how do you...
So hit by pitch is a HBP. We're going to step aside here. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Finds a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Welcome back. Good block there by Lydia. Up to bat now for Kettle Moraine.
Layla Schultz, number 7.
The number 8th batter.
Yeah, 8th in the lineup
inning.
here.
It's not how you want to start. Ryan Vielbig goes out there and dives and tracks that down to get the out. Good job there by Ryan to get the third out. You would think that it would be hanging up in the wind, but it did not hang up in the wind.
Did not. It knocked it down, it looked like. But, man, the wheels on Vielbig to get to that ball. Said she was itching for a chance to show it off out there in center field, and there you go.
3 runs on 3 hits. Was there 1 error?
1 error, if I did it correctly.
And 1 left on after 1/2 inning. The Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 3. And coming up to bat will be the Lady Oaks of Oakfield. We'll be back.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling.
Welcome back. Coming up to lead things off here for the Lady Oaks of Oakfield is the pitcher, number 7, Lainey Shep. Who's on deck?
Ryan Vilbig on deck.
That's going to be high. 2-0 is the count. Let's see if the Lady Oaks can start to chip away right away. They don't have to get everything back right away. You get the jitters out at home, playing your first time here at home. Get those things out of the way, and now you just come back here and you just start chipping away. 3-0. Let's see if you can set the defense here. Do you remember that? Do you have the positions here for Kewaskum?
I do. Right till this next pitch.
Yep. Errors in there for a strike. Taking a little bit off was the pitcher, Katie Brandt.
Number 11, Katie Brandt in the circle. Elizabeth Elke, number 4, catcher. First base, Kayla Kanak. Second base, Evelyn Degner. Third base, Brooklyn Bartelt. Center field, Brooklyn Leering. Shortstop, Mackenzie Leering. Where are we at? Right field, Karis Winkleman, and then out in left field, Haley Hess, number 12.
Laney didn't want to take a swing at that one. She was protecting up there. Takes a hack at that one. That'll be fouled off. Keeps the count at 3-2. See if Laney can get things rolling right here.
Very relaxed and calm under pressure to come in 3-0 in the start of the game here, bottom half of the inning, but it looks like the way she approached the plate, like it's deep in the game, no pressure at all. Love to see that. And she's battling at the plate.
Just a junior. If I remember correctly on the entire, I think there's 4 seniors on this varsity lineup, if I remember correctly. So they've done a nice job also, but of spreading out the talent. Lays off on that one, and she's going to get the walk. And Oakfield has a runner over in first base. That'll bring up
Ryan Vilbig at the plate here. See if we can get a slap and advance the runner.
Ryan tried to dap that thing right down in the dirt in front of her. Just over the top of it. With her speed, good chance to beat this out. Oh, just foul. Makes the count 0-2. Now, I would say most of the time you're going to see somebody swinging away here, but also with Ryan's ability and talent, it wouldn't surprise me to see her try to lay down a bunt here, even on a third strike. Advised? No. Will she? Maybe. Strikeout for Ryan Vielbig. And it's the first out.
Krista Sabo at the plate for the Lady Oaks.
Runner still over at first base and Lainey Shep. Sabo gets into that one, right into the gap. Hits the bottom of the fence. That'll be a double for sure. We'll see if they're going to send her. And they are going to send Lainey Shep. That's going to come in, and there's one run in for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. Good charge into that ball by Krista Sabo with the stand-up double. Only one out, and coming to the plate for the Lady Oaks, number 12, Georgia Hoffman. Didn't pop that into the dugout there. Should have done that with that celebration.
inside there to Georgia.
Right on the inside edge for a strike, 1-1.
Ball had some nice movement on it.
Brandt, correct? She's the pitcher for Georgia. Oh, knocked down by the shortstop. Tries to get there. Pulled the foot. Yeah, over there. She gets safe. Umpire right on top of that as she's able to beat that out. Krista got stuck over at second. I'd have thought with her speed she would have got a good secondary lead and tried to take that. It's going to bring up now number 8, Alexis Liebnow. That's going to be high. Ball 1. Who's on deck?
Meredith Steinke on deck for the Oaks.
Krista Sabel over at first. Inside. 2-0.
Definitely throwing some heat.
A little bit off on that one, right at the shoulders for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Swing by Alexis, just a little bit underneath it. Brings the count to 2-2. Only 1 out. The wind is playing havoc with our center field camera. That's a little high, right at the chin. Full count with runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch. Gets a piece of that off of the bat. Good battle. Got to protect the plate, so anything close, you got to take that hack. Three and two once again. Runners at first and second. That's a walk drawn by Alexis Liebnow. And bases are loaded for number 2, Meredith Steinke. That'll be a little bit high and outside as well. Ball 1. Here comes the pitch. High to Meredith, number 2, ball number 2. No place to put her. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Oakfield trailing 3-1. Here's the pitch. High. 3-0. Sitting dead red on this. I don't care if she was a home run hitter with bases loaded, down by 2 runs.
I don't know if she's a home run hitter or this early in the game. Take a whack at it.
And there's the walk. And run scores. She gets the RBI. Krista Sabel scores, and it's now 3-2. Team's going to get together and have a little bit of a conference with their pitcher, Katie Brandt. Bases are still loaded and coming up to bat. I believe is that Olivia Vielbig? Yep, number 4.
It is.
Gave up 3 runs right away in their top half of the first inning, and they've battled themselves back into it to cut that lead to only 1. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. Is that 8 balls in a row? 7 balls in a row?
Something like that, yeah.
I lost track. Libya gets a piece of that one out of play. 1-1. Only 1 out. Bases loaded. A little bit low over the toes. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Hammered right down the third base side. That'll score 2 for sure. Getting in at third base is Steinke, and the double for Olivia Vielbig, and a 2-run shot as well. And the Lady Oaks have taken the lead 4-3. Good piece of hitting there by Liv. Lydia Fleury up to bat now for the Lady Oaks. That's a little bit high as well at the shoulders. Ball 1.
That's got to be up there to get up at Lydia's shoulders.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. One of the taller girls on the team, and she's the catcher, has to get the lowest. Hit on the screws to the shortstop. Trying to run her down. And a good play, Steinke, and now put out. Oh, there's a running error on the bases as Olivia Vielbig gets put out as well. Good, smart play over there by the shortstop. But the Lady Oaks battled all the way back. I don't have any of the stats. How many runs? 4 runs I've got on how many hits? Any idea? 2 for sure, right?
3.
3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We don't count the running errors. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher. 4-3 is your score coming up here in the top of the second.
Worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back.
Brooklyn Leering, number 9, up at the plate for the Chargers.
Number 9 hitter in the lineup, and then it'll be 9-1-2. Changed out the power cord. We'll see if that'll make a difference here for our center field camera. I think that just the wind has got everything bouncing over there, and the reception just doesn't like it. There's a shot into the dugout. Everybody up against the fence, cheering on their defense. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just a little bit low. 2-1. That's a good pitch there by Laney. Inside, 3-1.
Hitters count here for Brooklyn. Let's see what she can do with it.
How much does this wind affect the pitching? Big time?
Especially with these strong gusts. Really puts a lot of extra movement on the ball.
Draw on the walk. Mackenzie Leering. Coming up to bat, top of the order. Whoops, that was Brooklyn Leering. Coming up now is Kinsey Leering. Looking for the bunt. Who hammered foul? I wouldn't be bunting if I was McKenzie either. I mean, if I remember correctly, I think she was batting almost 600.
Batting almost 600. I don't think I'd be telling her what to do.
Here's the pitch. Dropped. Firing down and making it in there on the drop.
Just in time. What a throw by Fleury there.
Stolen base. So runner advances over to second. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2-1. Laney struggling a little bit as well to try and find that strike zone. Didn't notice that before, but what a shift over there by Ryan. High. 3-1. Laney really disappointed in herself. You could see that, but it's going to be important for her to really maintain her focus here to keep pitching. Bunt opportunity there. Had it. Pushed to the outside. 3-2. Full count. Runner over at second. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground right up the gap. And because of the huge shift that Ryan had on, a triple for Mackenzie Leering. First time I've actually popped over into YouTube. Caleb's got us in there already set up there. Hey, you need to let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players, and it doesn't matter to me if you've done this before. If you're an Oakfield fan, let us know. If you're a KML fan, let us know. Hit hard up the middle, almost there, just outside of the reach of Krista Sabo, and the run's going to score. And just like that, KML comes right back and takes the lead.
Brooklyn Bartelt, another shot right up the middle. This one just on the shortstop side.
A little bit late on the instant replay it was, so my apologies. Runner over at first in Bartelt. That's going to be fouled off by number 4, the catcher.
Elizabeth Elke.
Here's the pitch. Strike.
Great pitch there by Shep. Blew it right past her.
Coming right back after struggling with the first couple of hitters. Made some good adjustments in her motion. Release point. I thought it was 5-4. Is it only 4-4? Here's the pitch. Outside, but gets her to chase for the strikeout. And that's out number 1 for the Chargers. Runner still over at first. I wasn't questioning your...
Kayla Kanak at the plate for the Chargers now.
Runner still sitting over at first base. That's a little bit low. Ball 1. Oakfield didn't hold the lead for very long. Hit hard over at Krista Sabo. Picks it up. Looks over to 2. Gets it over there to the field big for 1 out. Couldn't flip the double. But they got the lead runner. And there's 2 down. Good play there by Krista, flipping it over to Olivia. Runner still over at first base. That's going to be off the end of the bat. That'll go out of play.
Right fielder Karis Winkleman at the plate.
How'd she do the first time?
First time, all I have her is getting to first on here. I don't have anything beyond that.
Foul. What was that? Okay. Yeah, it's hard for me to keep book. I had to do it the other day when I was over at Laconia. I was able to do a little bit of it here, but being right-handed, that's going to get past Lydia, and that's going to allow the runner to advance. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Hit off the end of the bat. Good job there by Lainey Shep to toss it over to Georgia Hoffman to get the out on the screwball. Damage is done, though, for KML as they put 2 more across the plate. So 2 runs on 2 hits.
2 runs on 2 hits, yeah.
No errors and 1 left on. And after 1.5 your score, 5-4, the Chargers of Kettle Moraine. We'll be back.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Is that correct? I think that's correct. Welcome back. There's a shot into the dugout for the Lady Oaks. Coming up to bat, leading things off here in this inning is number 15, Hayden Colleen, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And then the top of the order. Lady Oaks trailing here, bottom of the second. That pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, and 1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off there. Hayden picked up that back foot. I don't think you want to do that on a good cut. 0-2. See if she can get something rolling right here. Must be a little chilly out there. Assistant coach Paige Peterson's got her hood up. I was thinking about it. I didn't bring the hand warmers. Oh, you got to wear that. Got to wear that to get to base. You can't be that athletic.
Recall any names of former coaches and the punishments that were handed out for getting out of the way of a free base. I don't know that I'd want to get in front of that thing either.
Strike 3. Going down swinging is Hayden Colleen. Yeah, I know today is. I'm sure it feels a little bit raw. Coming up to bat, number 7. Top of the order for the Lady Oaks, Lainey Shep. Fouls that one off. Ryan Vielbig is on deck, I believe.
She is. Krista Sobel up behind her.
Time to get everything rolling with after 1 out. Hit over the right fielder's head, or right first baseman's head. Sorry about that. For a base hit for Lainey Shep.
Great reaction and read on that ball there to get that up outside pitch and just reach up there and poke it right over first baseman's head.
I would say I thought that was a great piece of hitting. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be on the base pads.
Bill Big able to pull that one back and avoid the strike this time.
That one was over Ryan's head. Now, that's not difficult to do, but that still was like way over her head.
And last time she didn't quite pull that bunt back in time and still got the strike call.
Ball 2. They've got the second baseman almost. I mean, there's a huge gap there if Ryan could get a hold of one. Lays that down. Rotation. Third baseman picks it up, fires, gets the out. But good rotation over there as the left fielder came in and picked up. Sorry, without not switching the camera views, I was more impressed watching the actual play that was taking place out there. Moves the runner over into scoring position. That's the job that she was sent up there to do. Now there's 2 down. Sobel gets a hold of that one up into the wind, and it's going to drift to the center fielder who's going to get the out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 2 complete, your score, the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 5, the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield 4. We'll be back.
And counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store and runner-up for best furniture store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small.
Welcome back here to Village Park.
Number 11, Katie Brand up at the plate for the Chargers.
Here in the 3rd inning, on deck will be
Evelyn Degner and Layla Schultz in the hole.
Lenny Shep still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Hit to the right side. Right over there at Hayden Colleen, right? Is that who's over there? Yep. Awesome. Hayden gets the out. Up now for Kettle Moraine.
Evelyn Degner, number 14.
That one slips out of the hand to Shep for a ball. Want to know, here's the pitch. Right there on the inside for a strike. Strike 2, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, staying alive up at the plate.
See Shep go to work here ahead in the count.
Fouled off.
Degner having a little bit of trouble trying to catch up to it.
Inside. 2-2. Krista Sabo gets us that little flare for the out. 2 down. Here in the top of the third. See if the Lady Oaks can get out of here.
Layla Schultz at the plate for the Chargers.
Fouls that one off. Just looking at my center field camera, it's just not enjoying itself out there today. I don't know if the transmitter got twisted or what, but
Run out and take a look at this switch of innings.
yeah, we'll have to just see what happens here. Hit on the ground, foul of third base. Thanks again for joining us here on the broadcast here on Jeff's live stream. I hope you're enjoying it. We certainly are enjoying bringing it to you. That's going to be high, 2-2. Deuces wild right here for Lainey Shep. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. See if she can end it right here on this pitch. Foul. Good job up there battling as number 7.
Layla Schultz. Making sure Lainey Shep is having to work for it from the circle. Wish I had a pitch count to keep track of it.
Fouled off. That's why you're supposed to be marking those ball strikes, fouls, and those little things.
I think I've done a decent job of keeping up with it, but no promises.
You're doing awesome keeping book, especially since you've never done it before.
First time for everything.
That's right.
It's not that difficult.
Oh, it's almost like teaching Phi Ed. For those that don't know, the doctor is
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. That's a good way to put it.
I have a large hat collection, we'll put it that way.
There you go.
Strength coach, PE teacher.
And on the ground, Krista's going to grab it. Fire across the diamond in time of the long stretch over there by Georgia Hoffman to get the out on the 6-3 put out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on? Or was that 3 up, 3 down?
3 up, 3 down.
Okay, I guess not. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream. Your score after 3.5, 5, 4, 2.5? Let's be 2.5.
2.5.
We'll be back. We'll get it figured out. 60?
Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. The doctor is running out there to check and see what's up with my center field camera. Leading things off here in the bottom of the third, Georgia Hoffman takes the first one in there for a ball. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2 for Georgia. Two and 0. Hit hard. Grabbed over there by the third baseman. Picks up, fires, and gets the out. Good play there by the third baseman for Kettle Moraine in, let's see if I can find it here. Brooklyn Bartelt. Brings up Alexis Leem now. First pitch to her is a ball. Second one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Slapped a little bit to the right-hand side, over to the second baseman for a base hit for Alexis Leem now. Brings up number 2, Meredith Steinke. In there for a strike. Alexis over at first base. That's their tying run with 1 out. Hit hard. Over to the center fielder's head. I'm counting that as a base hit. I'm not the official keeper, but that was hit really hard. I think the center fielder came in first, which was a mistake, so it probably should go down as an error because you're always supposed to take your step back first. But that ball was hit hard by Meredith Steinke. And now runners at first and second. Coming up to bat is Olivia Vielbig. Is it warm out there? Whatever you did, it fixed it. Ball 1 to Olivia.
That's why they call me the doctor.
It is. One and 0 with 1 out. Alexis sitting over at second. Ooh. 1-1. Right there, I believe. Meredith Steinke sitting over at first base. Had a good hard hit. Would you have counted that? Did you see it? On the outside, strike 2. I counted it as a base hit, not an error. Did you see it? It went off the glove. There was no doubt about that, but it was carrying hard. I just thought that it caught her by surprise. I don't know. Olivia gets that one popped up. The center fielder's going to come in, grabs a hold of that one, and gets the out. 2 down. Brings up the catcher for the Lady Oaks, Lydia Fleury. Yeah, thanks for fixing that. That is my favorite camera. I know and I make a lot of mistakes of not flipping it back to get the hit, but I still think it's a great view. In there for a strike to Lydia. Ball 1, 1-1. Just needs to make some contact to get that tying run in here. It's in there right down the middle for a strike. 1-2.
Nice curve there.
Here's the pitch. Hits her in the shin. Does not feel good, but at least she's on base. Bases are loaded. Brings up the number 9 hitter.
Hayden Colleen to the plate.
Colleen. Coming in to run will be number 6. That will be Kylie Marco. bases loaded.
Time for a little 2-out rally here from the Lady Oaks.
See, I like the non-conventional stuff. I'm laying a bunt down to third base side. They're not expecting it.
Well, you said Coach talked about not having the power this year and relying a little more on speed. And from what softball, collegiate softball I've watched, usually the faster teams like that, you'll see them manufacture runs like
right,
that.
Exactly.
Can be fun to watch.
Oh, that'll be a base hit down in the gap in right center.
Absolutely.
What a hit.
1, 2, at least 3.
Here comes the third. There's that speed. Fantastic. 3 runs in here for the Lady Oaks.
And a stand-up triple for Hayden Colleen.
Hit that one on the screws. Drove that one out to the fence. And the Lady Oaks have taken the lead 7-5 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Right on the outside for Laney Shep.
See if Shep can continue this little 2-out rally here.
It's the pitcher you'd love to help out your own cause, especially since you got that runner over at third. See if you can move her in. That'll be high, 1-1.
I can only imagine what the players say because I know they can hear us back here.
Well, I tried to talk quietly, so I'll turn this up here. So we'll talk a little bit quieter.
Talk a little quieter. Maybe they can't hear us.
Just don't swing. Don't swing. 2-1 is the count with 2 outs. Got a piece of that one. Deuces Wild up on the board here for Laney. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner sitting over at third base. They can only hear us because of the wind. If the wind wasn't carrying, they would not hear us. Outside, full count. High scoring game here in Oakfield. Here comes the pitch. Got a piece of that one. That's going to carry to the fence. There'll be another double for Shep. Good job there by Laney. Piece of hitting right there. Scores the run. And they're now up 8-5. I don't know what coach is talking about. They've been showing some pretty decent power to me. Maybe not home run power, but boy, they're sailing out to the fence.
What do they call that? Warning track power?
Yeah.
They are finding the gaps.
It's going to be a little high in there, too. Ryan Vielby.
You know what started it? You started telling Hayden she needed to bunt and put that bunt down.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. There's a little flare to the second baseman to get the out. But what a great inning there for the Lady Oaks as they put 4 up. I don't know how many hits they had.
There's 1. I don't know what happened there. Well, that's when I left. 2, 3.
5-3 on the put out there, so.
Hit by pitch. 3 or 4.
4 hits, we'll give it that way.
2, 3, 4, yep.
4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left on after 3 incomplete here at Oakfield Village Park. Your score 8-5 for the Lady Oaks. We'll be back.
El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a
And we're back. Ooh, that looked like a pretty good pitch there by Laney. Just a little bit low. Is this to the leadoff hitter?
No, Brooklyn Leering here,
Brooklyn.
number 9 hitter.
The number 9. Hit on the ground. Just outside of the reach of Olivia Vielbig. For the base hit. That's the second time on base. I don't know, did she have a base hit the first time or was...
Yep.
Oh, she was put out. Okay. I thought she was on base. I thought she scored.
She did score.
Yeah.
She got walked.
Okay. Bunt opportunity there by Mackenzie Leering. Yeah, the exact same situation here. She did exactly the same thing as well. She missed on that first bunt attempt, and then I think she swung away, if I remember correctly. And if I'm remembering it like that, that's crazy. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard right up the middle. That'll be a base hit. See, I turned my mic up so that I'd be softer, and I'm not any softer. I actually almost blew my own ears out. Base hit there by Mackenzie Leering. Is that her first of the game? Runners at first and second. That one's going to be hit up the middle again. Brooklyn's going to turn to try and score. Here comes the throw to home. Not in time. Brooklyn Leering's going to score on that base hit. And the runners advance on the throw. It is now 8-6 with nobody out.
Elizabeth Elke at the plate now for the Chargers.
It's 8-6. Outside strike. The bottom of the order. Now the 9-hitter and the top have caused a little bit of headaches here for Laney. That's going to be fouled off. Good job of dancing over there on deck circle. Avoid being hit. 0-2. Trying to look for that first out here in this inning. Here's the pitch. Little high and inside. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Popped up, going after it. Oh, no talking out there, and it drops for a base hit, and the run scores. Is that Olivia and is that Hayden out there? Allows for another run to come in. That's an uncharacteristic mistakes that we're seeing here by a couple of the Lady Oaks. Stolen base. Catcher's indifference really is what it is, but they don't keep track of it that way. Runner advances to second. Lady Oaks still with the lead, 8-7. That ball is hit well. Grabbed there by Ryan Vielby. She's going to fire it up the line. Oh, and just a little too far up the line. Run's going to score, and it is all tied at 8. And the runner's going to advance into third, and that's only the first out. Back and forth, Cameron.
Back and forth, back and forth. Offensive battle.
Lindy Shep on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle. That's going to be popped up. Just out of play. Up against the fence.
Just out of reach of Georgia Hoffman.
A weird angle here with the foul. foul line here. Runner still at third. That's going to be hit on the ground. Alexis had it in her glove. Run's going to score. I think that's going to have to go down as an error. I know it's a tough play as she's reaching over for it, but it went right underneath that glove. She actually had looks like she had a hold of it. I'll have to see here. Yeah.
It's going to be an E5.
Yeah. And the run is going to score, and it's now 9-8. Oh, man. Is this the difference also between the third game of the season only for the Oaks versus seventh game of the season for KML?
That makes a huge difference.
And it's not like 65 degrees. I always got a kick out of this. I used to coach girls tennis, and we started at the same time, end of March, but I was up in Medford, way up north, and we still had snow on the courts. We'd have to go out there with a snowblower and blow them off just so that we could be able to possibly start a week later. But you always started the season wearing a snowmobile suit, hit hard. Grab by Krista's going to try and turn a double just off the glove of Georgia Hoffman. Gets one out. There's two down now. And then by the time you got towards the end of the tennis season, the second week in June, you were sweating to death. That's going to be popped into the base hit. That's in a little excuse me Texas leaguer. Not much can be done about that. That's a good base hit for number 14. I'm not sure who that
Evelyn
was.
Degner.
Runners now at first and second.
Layla Schultz at the plate now for the Chargers.
Two down. Laney doesn't have quite the velocity, I would say, that Brandt has, but I mean, it's not bad. One and one. Just a little bit past 6 o'clock here at Oakfield Village Park. Inside, good block there by Lydia.
Still marvel at the level of these girls, you know, playing multiple sports. And it's not just like, yeah, you hear multi-sport athlete, but if you've listened to any of the broadcasts and for us being here,
right,
what a shot there.
Trying for the triple, no way. Toast, but not before. They're going to say the run does score, so 2 runs score on that base shot. So it's a double with the put out. I believe that was Krista that twisted it, so it'll be a 6-5 on the put out over at third base. But 2 runs score, and it makes it 11-8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs in that inning. Wow. Yep, that's right. I don't know how many hits. 5, 4?
I think I missed a couple, and there's 1, 2. Yeah, 5.
6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on. And after 3.5 complete, your score is 11-8. The Chargers from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. We'll be back here at Village Park in Oakfield.
Dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options. Appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Ho-
Yeah, Game Changer is more difficult, I think, sometimes than keeping the book itself. Yep. Right. Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park. Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks of Oakfield is going to be number 10, Krista Sabo. On deck is
Georgia Hoffman, Alexis Liebenau in the hole.
See if the Lady Oaks can answer. Krista right to the right fielder and gets the put out on the F9 fly out. One pitch, one out. Brings up Georgia Hoffman. That's low to Georgia. 1-0. Drops in there for a base hit just outside over the head of the first baseman. Base hit for Georgia Hoffman. Brings up number 8, Alexis Liebenau. Off to the right-hand side, that's going to be out of play. Oh and 1 with one out. Here comes the pitch. Right on the inside edge for a strike. 0-2. One down. In the dirt, that's going to get away. Georgia will get over there into second for the stolen base.
The girls giving Georgia a hard time there. Finally got a stolen base.
They would never
I
give
guess
Georgia
that's not
a hard
common
time.
occurrence.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard there
Right
by
up the middle.
Alexis. Good job there. That could score the run. Georgia turns. She's going to come in. Alexis going to take off for second. She's going to get cut off and get tagged out for the second out. But the run scores. Makes it 11-9. Nice work there on the defensive side there for Kettle Moraine.
I'm not sure what you write down on that one, Jeff.
So it was going to run scores, and I believe it was from the center fielder, so it would have been an 8-4 on the putout. 8-4. Yep, yeah, perfect. Here comes the pitch by Brent. Fouled off.
1-1.
Is that Meredith Steinke at the plate?
It is.
Very good.
You mean you don't have them memorized yet, Jeff?
Trying to get there. It's only in the fourth inning. Give me one more and I'll have it.
We've only seen them all year long.
Yeah, I don't know how many
helmets
exactly. Yeah. I don't know how many games exactly. 11-9. Here comes the pitch. Inside and low. To Meredith. 2-2. Deuces are wild up on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a chance for Meredith. Try and get herself back on base. Here's the pitch. Ooh, off of the handle. That's pretty close to the fingers, and that would not have felt good.
Not good at all. She did good to turn on that just in time to be able to fend it off there.
Mentioning about that I don't have them memorized yet, but I got to think we have 10 games on the docket.
There
There's
it
a base
is.
hit. Good piece of hitting up there by Meredith.
Steinke finds the gap between first and second, punches one through.
Good piece of hitting by Meredith. Let's see if Olivia can match it. I'm pretty sure we've got about 8 Oakfield softball games. I think we've got about 6 baseball games. It's in there for a strike, taken off, gets a stolen base. Good play there by Meredith Steinke. There's that speed that Coach was talking about that he wanted to see on the bases. We're going to be coming over here quite a bit. 2-1. And we talked about that earlier. We just really enjoy coming over here. Fouls that one off. Got a piece of it. For the second baseman for the Lady Oaks. One and two is the count. Good play by the pitcher. Throws it away.
Makes a wild throw.
And the run's going to score. Had to go around the official. Should have just ran him over. And it's now 10-11. Olivia got stuck there over at first base, though. The ball did not scoot that far away, and there was good cover over there by the right fielder coming down the line. 2 down, still have one more runner sitting out there for Lydia Fleury. Ball low. Below the knees. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Two down. Lydia battles up there, gets a piece of that one, makes it 1-2. Get a little bit closer to the plate, choke up a little bit to get a little bit quicker with the bat. Everything you can to protect at the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside. She got hit by a pitch the last time, decided I'm not doing that again. Sucks in the tummy. And now deuces are wild here for Lydia. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner over at second. Good hit there down the third base side. Base hit. Livy is going to turn and score, and we now have a tie game on a good hit there by Lydia Fleury. Great job there. Courtesy runner coming in. Is that Marco
6,
again?
Yep, Marco again. Sophomore for the Oaks.
Brings up number 15, Hayden Colleen. Drilled one in right center the last time, hit the bottom of the fence.
Not quite the same setup as last time, her 2-out rally, but a 2-out rally on the way nonetheless here. Let's call it.
Let's call it. Let's get the lead right here. Off the end of the bat, that'll go foul. 0-1. You ever sit here and wonder who dreams up these rules? Why do you get 3 strikes? And 4 balls? Why? That's going to be fouled off the end of the bat as well. 0-2.
Colleen going to have to battle back and make something happen here.
Well, she showed the last time that she can do that, so let's see if she can do it right here. Here comes the pitch.
There it is. Found a hole.
Good job running over there. Marco was on her horse right off the bat. Oh, no, and it's a good thing there's a throwing error right there. And they take the lead for the Lady Oaks. Wow. I can't believe that they actually tried to throw back to try and pick off.
I can't believe that either. That's not a smart play. Not in this close of a game. It's been so back and forth. Every run is at a premium.
12-11 now, the Lady Oaks. Lainey Shep pops that one up. Right fielder's going to get underneath it and to get the out, but the Mighty Oaks from Oakfield come back and take the lead. 4 runs on.
4 runs that inning.
Any idea on the hits?
Four hits, yeah.
4 hits. 1 left on. I don't think there was any. Well, you got to give that throwing error, I guess. Yep, that has to be an error.
Yeah.
So 1 error. After 4 complete, your score 12-11 here from Village Park in Oakfield. We'll be back.
Ada Shun Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Yeah, those are too nerve-wracking. Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning. Lainey Shep back on the mound, up to bat.
Brooklyn Leering again. Seem to be starting off innings with her all the time.
Yeah, as the 9-hitter, she's been working as the leadoff. It's a little bit low for a ball. 2-0. Twelve to 11. Big cut there by Leering.
Two 1 count. The count, Leering. Make that full count. Swung and missed there. Last time, I believe, was a ground between first and second on the right side. A little shift on here for the Oaks. And it pays off. Kinsey Leering at the plate for the Chargers. Pops one in the gap, right center field.
Boy, she can fly on those bases.
Stand-up triple.
Wow, did she motor? It's a good thing I got the doctor here with me. You can cover. I've got a cramp in my neck that's running down my ear, down my shoulder.
Those are
and
never
if you
fun.
don't, yeah, and if you don't realize with my rotator cuff, I can't really grab a hold of my neck and stretch it. So, and I'm afraid to have you grab a hold of my neck. You'll rip my head right off.
I was wondering what you were doing over there.
You thought I was bending over to whisper in your ear. I know that's what you were thinking. That one's going to be a little corkscrew ball over to Georgia Hoffman. It allows the run to score. So tied things up here. Kettle Moraine is now 12-12. Gets the put out, though, so there's 2 outs. Fouls that one off on the outside. That's number 4.
Elizabeth Elke.
Catcher. I think I asked that one almost every time.
Yep,
I don't know.
Yep.
Thanks again for joining us here on the broadcast. Hope you're going to enjoy it. Can't wait to get home and sit by the fireplace.
Right, yeah. Not something you'd expect to say in April, but.
No. Mid-April. Yeah.
Somebody needs to talk to the weatherman. He lied.
That's the only job that you can be inaccurate and still get paid full wages. I guess I shouldn't say that. There's all kinds of jobs, but that one's the one that really bothers me.
The rest of them you have to vote for.
Yeah, right. In there on the inside edge. Good pitch there by Lainey Shep.
She can come back and get her here for out number 3.
I really have to hand it to her. I mean, you give up 12 runs, and you still are out there dealing and battling. Good job there by Lainey. Gets the strikeout there to end the inning. 1 run on, I believe, 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on. And after 4.5 complete, your score is 12-12 here from Village Park. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher. We'll be back after these messages.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Leading things off for the Lady Oaks at 12-12 is number 3, Ryan Vielbig. Does that mean that George is on deck? Who's on deck?
Krista Sabel.
Krista Sabel, then Georgia. That's right. First pitch is in there for a ball. On the outside, ball 2. Here comes the pitch by Brandt. On the outside, hit on the ground right to the pitcher, thrown in the dirt, beats it out. Ryan Vielbig shows the wheels, and that's going to be an E1 on the throwing error. Ryan, doesn't matter how she gets there, she's there to take the possible lead. Now do you know how to clear it? Look at that. You know what you're doing over there with that scorer. Krista Sabel up to deck. Up to bat, pulls back, stolen base here for Ryan Vielbig.
Drop the ball, she's safe.
Drop ball. Good job there. I believe that pitch was a ball. It was. So 1-0. That was fast.
Nothing crazy happened,
It was a E1 and then a stolen base.
She had 2 balls before her error.
Yeah. 1-1 is the count to Krista. Here's the pitch. Inside. 2-1. Ryan Vielbig is the go-ahead run over there at third base. This is a huge test of a game here for these Lady Oaks early on in the season. It's a very good KML Chargers team. Inside edge there for a strike, 2-2. Krista gets a little bit underneath that one, pops it up into the infield. Kinsey Leering comes over and makes the play from shortstop and gets the out for the first out of the inning. Ryan Vielbig still sitting over there at second base. That one's going to get away, not anymore. She's going to be at third.
Georgia Hoffman at the plate.
Georgia had a hit the last time. I don't know how she's done for the rest of the day. So 0 for 3 or 1 for 3 at the plate. That's hit hard for Georgia to the left fielder, though, and that'll be a sacrifice, and the run's going to score as Ryan Vielbig comes in to score, and the Lady Oaks have taken the lead. Back again, 13-12. It's going to bring up with a second out of the inning, number 8, Alexis Levenau. Ball 1. Bases are all cleared. Let's see if they can get something rolling once again.
Ooh,
right over the head of the pitcher. Or taking the head off of the pitcher is more like it. For the base hit, Alexis Levenau. It's going to bring up
Meredith Steinke,
number 2, the left fielder. Pops that one to the right-hand side. Oh, almost grabbed it. He couldn't quite see. It was just out of camera view.
What a play just to get over there. Laid out for it. Almost had it.
Is that Mackenzie Leering over there? Nope, she's the center fielder. Number 10 was
Karis Winkleman.
Laid out. Nice play there. Trying to get a hold of it. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle to Meredith. 0-2. With 2 down. Little change up there. 1-2. Alexis sitting over at first base. Back-to-back hits, I believe that is for Alexis. That's held on. That's going to allow her to advance over to second. As that rise ball rose a little bit too much. Off of the end of the glove. It's now 1-2. Oh, 2-2, thank you. In the dirt, full count. Good job there by Meredith. Battle back, she was down 0-2 in the count. It's now full with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. On the outside edge and goes down looking for the strikeout. 1 run on one hit.
Yep, 1 run on 1 hit.
No errors and 1 left on base. After 5 complete, your score from Oakfield Village Park is 13 for the Lady Oaks of Oakfield and 12 for the KML Chargers. The Chargers coming up to bat. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with the Dr. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Hello.
Welcome back here to Village Park. KML from behind coming up here to see if they can battle back. Leading things off is number 8, Kayla Kanak. Cheris Winkleman on deck and Katie Brandt in the hole. First pitch in there by Lainey Shep is a strike. Lainey's going to tell you that this is not going to have been her best outing, but I'll tell you it's been an impressive outing by the way that she's battled out there. 13-12 in the dirt. Stop there by Lydia. 1-1. This back and forth game here. 25 total runs. What a base hit right there. Stop there by Ryan Vielbrink to stop the single. For Ryan. Good piece of hitting there by Kayla Kanak.
Hard hit line drive right back up the middle.
She did a fantastic job of staying down on it.
That one had some gas behind it.
I would say that really made the glove pop right there. That one's looking like that's going to be a little flare. Drops in front over in right field. And another base hit. Back-to-back base hits. Runners at first and second for the Chargers. Brings up number 21. Is this a new hitter?
This is number 21, Shelby Klug.
Down low. Good stop there by Lydia. Don't want to take that double play opportunity or the force over at third out of play at all if possible. Here's the pitch. Hit right at Ryan. Grabs a hold of it. Gets the out. For the first out of the inning. Stepping in.
Evelyn Degner, number 14.
It's in there right at the knees. Good pitch there by Lainey Shep. Right off the end of the bat, grabbed there by Laney, fires over to first. Runners advance to second and third, but there's 2 down. And so far, the Lady Oaks have the lead, 13-12. So the last time I said this, it almost came back to bite me, but Justin and Mackay constantly are harping on about this announcers jinx things. There's no such thing. None. It does not exist. So even though I'm going to say right now, right after this out, I'm going to get the microphones out so that we can interview the home team, because when they win, that's what we do. Hit hard on the ground. Sabo picks up, fires across the diamond, and it's going to be an out. Good fire there by Krista Sabo. Now, what that means, though, is we've got to start figuring out who we're going to interview here. So you need to start taking a look at your book there and let me know who we need to have a conversation with. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And after 5.5, your score is 13-12. The Lady Oaks will be back.
Jeff's Hour with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back. New pitcher for KML is number 19.
Madison Gundrum.
Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks, who've got a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Olivia Vielbig. Not quite as much heat here.
Count. Yeah.
Much more junk.
More movement on the ball, for sure.
Three 0 to Olivia. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike as well. 3-2. Do you think that's her fastball?
I don't know what you would call that one, but I don't believe that was a fastball. She's got some movement on that thing for sure, but to no avail.
I mean, you got
get it
two,
across the plate.
2 types really of pitchers usually, right? You've got your ones that just fire heat, and then you have your junk ballers. And I think that she's junk balling. Lydia tries to lay one down. Fouls that one off. 0-1.
Lydia's due for a hit here.
Lays that one down.
Oh.
Yes, foul. That's a tough play for the third baseman over there charging to try and make that decision about, do I pick that up or do I let it spin itself in there? And I thought that was played really well. And if it stays fair, then you look silly. But that was a great decision. Boy, big time change up there.
Good eye there by Fleury. Had her rocking just a little.
Big hack right there. Goes down for the out. First out. Got a mound visit here. I think we'll step aside. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep.
Welcome back. That's in there for a strike. It is dropping right there at the plate, so it's making me think that she's got a lot of junk that she's putting on there. A lot of spin, a lot of pulling the string. That one's going to be flared. Oh, grab there. Nice play by the first baseman. Almost tried to keep her foot on there, but it was actually better heads-up running there by Olivia. Coming up now is the leadoff hitter for the Lady Oaks, Lainey Shep. Hit hard right at the third baseman, fires it across the diamond and gets the out. No runs on no hits.
No runs, no hits.
No errors and nobody left on. Well, there had to be one left on. Olivia was left on. After 6, your scores 13-12 here at the Village Park in Oakfield. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
After night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here to Village Park. Top 7, 1-run lead here for the Lady Oaks. If they can hold on here, that will do it. And we're going to head out there and grab some interviews, so stay with us.
Brooklyn Leering starting off things again here for the Chargers. Much in the same fashion.
This time getting underneath it, though, is Hayden Colleen to get the out. Is that the official hat of the team? I like that little brown Carhartt hat out there. I've been watching it over there. I thought, yeah, that's nice. All right. Well, you know the ads button here, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try and sneak outside here after this next out. Seeing as how you don't want to go talk to the girls. I'm sure they would love to talk to you. And then we'll just use the main camera. I'll just stand right out here in front of home plate.
Sounds good.
Good hard hit there.
Leering able to reach up and poke that one.
Jeez.
What speed.
I know.
she's
She has
got.
just been impressive watching her on the bases. And a tying run is sitting over at second base. Up to bat here for
Number Wood and Brooklyn Bartelt.
Leering, we just talked about it. She's got great speed. She'll be flying around here to try and get that tying run in. Lays down the bunt.
What a perfect bunt, too.
Oh, nice play there by Alexis to get the out. 2 down. Could be over right here. You get to wrap it up. Whoops, I probably get this thing all set up. Geez, I didn't do any testing of this.
Number 4, Elizabeth Elke up to the plate here. And yes, Jeff, she is the catcher.
Thank you. Testing.
Nice poke there to shallow left field. Turn that mic down, turn me all the way down.
Oh, sorry about that. My apologies. Well, I guess I won't be heading out there right now.
Mike's dead?
No, they tied it up 13.
Yeah.
Let's hope that it stays right there, though, and give the Lady Oaks a chance to win it in the bottom of 7. Lexus, oh, just off the edge of the glove. It is such a hard position to play over there at third base. You're a hero or not. I mean, that's just really the way that it goes, is that was hit so hard, but it was off the end of the glove. And now runner sitting over at first and second.
A substitution here, perhaps.
Ooh. I don't think it's getting warmer. Do you think it's getting warmer?
It's not getting any warmer. Not sure what that was.
Is this a new hitter?
Number 3?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so Jamie Klug.
Slaps that one to the left. A little bit late on it. Laney will take that all day long. Keep firing smoke. Let's get out of this inning and come back up here and put one across. Outside, gets off of the glove of Lydia, and that's going to allow the runners to advance to second and third. 1-1. 60 feet away is the runner to take the lead for the Chargers.
Elke is on her toes at third, ready to head home.
Here's the pitch. Nice movement there. Wow. That one came a little bit. It was on the outside. At first, Lydia was even set up on the outside, and that one dove back to the plate. 1-2 with 2 outs. Laney shaking off the coach's call. Here comes the pitch. Knocked onto the ground, into the dirt, and put out over at first base. Good hustle play over there by Laney Shep. And it's tied 13-13. Just what we want to do tonight. Let's play some extra softball.
That's what we signed up for, right? Extra softball. Let's go ahead and end it right here.
Do the lights actually work? Did they play the under the lights? Okay. 1 run on, yes, so we'll be back.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options. Appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-262.
Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park. Lady Oaks trying to win this contest here on their home opener. Tied at 13. Taking on the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. Came back and tied it here in the top of the 7th. Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks is going to be number 3, Ryan Vielbig. Krista Sabel, and then Georgia Hoffman. Sounds like at least one run. That's all they need. First pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the next. On the outside edge, slap. Grabbed there by Leering, fires across the diamond. Gets the out. What a nice play over there. To scoop it there by the first baseman and to hold on the base. One down, brings up number 10, Krista Sabel. First pitch is in there for a ball. How has she done at the plate today?
One hit.
Okay.
One run.
That's going to be hit hard to the shortstop again. Fires across the diamond. What a play over there by Leering. Got to call it out. I mean, we are definitely homers here when it comes to calling for Oakfield. We're right here cheering for them the whole way. But when you see some good plays, you got to call it.
That was a good play, for sure.
Georgia Hoffman in there for a strike. 0-1.
That might be the best looking pitch she gets.
Yeah. Right down the middle, but it still is diving right at the end.
The ball's got movement on it.
0-2 for Georgia. Here comes the pitch. Big time change. 1-2. On the outside, goes foul.
Just barely.
Once again, a good heads-up play over there by the third baseman. Keeps the count at 1-2. For Georgia Hoffman. That's going to be high, 2-2. Deuces wild for number 12.
Let's go ahead and knock one out here.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? End it like that. I'll take that. Off of the foot. 2-2 still. Doing a good job of battling up there. Trying to get the pitch that she wants. Full count. Good shot there in the dugout. Here comes the pitch. Full. Hit hard. Outside of the reach of the third baseman, and Georgia gets the base knock. And there is your winning run with Alexis Liebenau coming up to see if she can drive her in. Good opportunity here for Alexis. Hit on the ground, Leering across the diamond, gets the third out, and we've got extra innings. Free softball here at Oakfield Village Park. We'll be back.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
Kingman.
Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park. Leading things off, number 21, Shelby Klug. Hits that one down to third base, hits off of the backhand side, and gets on with the error. E5. Tough one again over there on the backhand side for Alexis to try and grab, but could not knock it. She knocked it down, but just could not grab it. Coming up to bat now is number 14,
Evelyn Degner.
with the leading run over at first base. Pops up, driving was Georgia, couldn't get it, and that's going to allow the runner to advance. Fires that one into second, and the runner's over at first and second. Now, you can't give that an error. That's a tough play. That's got to be an infield hit. Although, I mean, and she lays on the ball, I'm still calling it an infield hit. Just way too tough a play. And I know it just is, yeah. Laid out to try and catch the fly ball. Here comes the pitch in here now to, oh, she turns the bunt on that one way on the inside.
Layla Schultz at the plate.
Strike one, nobody out here for the Chargers. Runners at first and second. That's high. A little bit of small ball action here for the Chargers, trying to put those runners into scoring position. You got Georgia charging over here. Was Laney collapsing on the third base side? I didn't see that. Because Alexis has got a hold to look for the force. Oh, what a base hit. And the runner does not try and score. Wow. Did she just find that seeing eye single between the pitcher and the first baseman? Georgia Hoffman squeezed it right through there. And now bases are loaded for the Chargers. And coming up, is this Brooklyn Leering?
It is.
Nobody out. Ball on the outside. Ball one. Bases loaded, no place to put her. On the outside edge there for a strike. 1-1. Tie score here in the top of the eighth, 13-13. That's going to screw over there, and a nice job there by that little ball spinning like crazy. And Alexis Liebenow reaches up and grabs a hold of it, and my finger was froze. I couldn't hit the button. With one out, bases still loaded, and up comes Mackenzie Leering, who has had a day, will step aside.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back. What a scenario we have here. 4 for 5 leadoff hitter. New pitcher in Olivia Vielbig coming up. Bases loaded. Defense is drawn in to try and get the force out at home. And here comes the pitch by Olivia. Outside for a ball. Good pop. She can fire the ball. It's the first time I've seen her pitch. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside. Mackenzie Leering takes a swing at it. 1-1. Smart pitching right there by Olivia Vielbig. Put it on the outside and see if she'll go after it and chase it.
Make
did.
her go for it, absolutely.
That's right. 1-1 with one out. Infield is drawn in tight. Here's the pitch. Just on the outside edge. What a nice pitch. 2-1. Got the pitch. Here's the call. Here we go. On the outside edge. Leering again takes a slap at it. It is now 2-2. Boy, Olivia has done a perfect job of putting it right on the edge. Right where Lydia has given her the target on the outside edge of that plate.
She is hitting her spot for sure.
Boy. And I still think this is a gutsy move. See if she will chase way out there. Nope. Full count. Here you go. The leadoff hitter.
Leering being that leadoff hitter is too smart to chase junk.
I believe she's a senior as well. I mean, you have to look it over on the other side, but I think that she is a senior. Slaps that one infield. Grabbed there by Alexis Lee now and gets the out. And again, I could not flip the button fast enough because I was watching the play. Bases loaded and the best hitter on the team pops fly with Olivia putting it on those outside edges. What a great job of pitching by Olivia Vielbig. Still have bases loaded. Middles are back. First pitch in to the number 2 hitter, Brooklyn Bartelt. 1-0. comes the pitch. A little bit low. 0-2. No place to put her with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In the gap. That's going to score 2 for sure. Third one is going to stop at 3, and 2 runs are scored by KML. What a good piece of hitting there by Bartelt. 15-13. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Hard hit to left center. Brings up the number 3 hitter. Runners at second and third. Right on the outside edge for Olivia Vielbig for a strike. I can't imagine that Liv's been in a situation like this before.
At least not this season, that's for sure.
Here comes the pitch. Because I don't think she pitched at varsity last year. I did not remember seeing her. I mean, I know I saw Laney a couple of times.
0-1 the count to Elke.
Little bit low. 1-1. Oh, 2-1. Thank you. Cue ball. Just foul.
2-2.
For the Chargers catcher. Deuces are wild. Opportunity here for Liv to finish it right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets the strike out swinging, but 2 runs scored. Was that only on 1 hit, too? No, they must have had multiple hits, didn't they? In that inning? 2 runs on 2 hits. I think 1 error and 2 left on. And after 7.5, your score is 15-13. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Pointed in extra innings. I was hoping they would handle business in.
That's there you go.
We're all right with 1920. As long as we got the higher one.
Welcome back here to Village Park here in Oakfield. 15-13. And I had mentioned it before, and we were just joking in here. I mentioned it in the second inning. Maybe the score will be 20-19, and they were sitting there going, there's no possibility that's going to happen. Well, I think they're right, because it's only at 15. But now we need our Lady Oaks here to gather some stuff together and see if they can push at least 3 runs across. Leading things off is number 2, Meredith Steinke. She has had a pretty good day at the plate herself. See if she can get things rolling here for the Lady Oaks. 1-0. Oh, nice pitch in there. She really throws a change big time. It just dies right there at the plate. I don't think it's a drop ball because it doesn't have enough. I don't think it's got enough spin on it. pulls the string on that one as well. But that's different than that pitch she just threw there, so maybe it is. 1-2. Mrs. Liebnow, what do you think? Not a drop ball? Me either. Oh, pulls the string again, and it's going to be 1 out for the Chargers. I'm sorry, who's the new pitcher? That's number 19?
Yep, number 19. We'll get my roster out here.
That's right, Madison Gundrum. That's right. Well, she's done a good job, too, coming in relief. On the outside to number 4, Olivia Vielbig. Strike 1. Here comes the pitch. Down the middle. Hit up the base hit for the Lady Oaks, Olivia Vielbig. Trying to bail herself out of this. She doesn't want to take the loss. I don't think she gets the loss anyways because the runners were not hers. So base hit there for Olivia Vielbig. Coming up is Lydia Fleury inside. Good stop there by the catcher Bartelt.
Not even so much as a flinch after already gotten hit once at the plate today.
Here's the pitch. Right on the inside edge for a strike. Mackenzie Luring keeps getting right into our shot, blocking right into the plate. Returns right back to the exact same spot. Almost. And now she's in there. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 1-2.
Well, if that was the changeup or what, but she definitely bid on it.
She junk all over the place. I mean, she's just not throwing anything smoke-wise. Luring grabs a hold of it on the backhand side, fires across the diamond. Safe on the scoop play by the first baseman.
Good hustle there by Fleury to beat that one out.
And now coming to the plate, Hayden Colleen. Nope. Justin, number 5 is coming to the plate.
Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park. 1 out. Runners at first and second here for the Lady Oaks. Olivia Vielbig sitting over at second base. Courtesy runner, I believe that's Marco who came back in. Is that correct? I think so. Is running for Lydia Fleury, who just beat out an infield hit to the shortstop. And coming in is a pinch hitter in Lainey Deer, the left-handed hitter. She's the winning run. Swing, that's a foul ball, so they're going to make the runners go back. 0-1. Justin, you'd be proud of Cameron. He did the announcer's jink. He's got microphones out. And see?
I had nothing to, I'm not taking, you can go back and watch the broadcast. I'm not taking any responsibility on that one. Jeff said, you remember how to click the ads? I'm going to go ahead and get these microphones out. This game's almost over with, and here we are.
0-2 with 1 out. Yeah, now I'm going to get all kinds of hate mail coming shot my way. On the outside edge, off of the shin. Runners collide. Leering and the runner in Vielbig collide. While she's trying to go get the plate, they may be calling her out for interference because she interfered with Mackenzie Leering having the opportunity to go play that ball. Although she was in the baseline, yep, they're still going to call her out. That is a tough call. I think they're going to say that she should have avoided her. Hey, Justin, you could probably pull down that dugout cam since it went dead. But you'd rather stay here and watch this game? I want to get warm. Yeah. Well, you're in on the wrong spot. There's no heater in here.
It's a lot warmer in here than it is outside in the wind.
Okay.
A lot.
Up to bat is the leadoff hitter for the Lady Oaks, Lainey Shep. She is now the winning run. Tying run sitting over at first base. Here's the pitch. Hit into the ground. That's not going to go. Firing across the diamond and gets the put out. And that's going to do it as the KML Chargers come all the way back and get the victory 15-13. We'll step aside and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to Oakfield Village Park. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here. The final score, the KML Chargers 15, the Lady Oaks of Oakfield 13. 18 hits by Kettle Moraine Lutheran, 18 hits for Oakfield. 2 errors for the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers, 6 errors for Oakfield. I'm just going to try and see if we can do this here. Let's see how things turned out at the plate. Meredith Steinke was 5 plate appearances. She had a walk. She was 2 for 4. Alexis Liebnow at the plate was 3 for 4 tonight. She had a good at-bat. Why weren't you cheering for her? You can certainly do that. Georgia Hoffman was also 3 for 4 at the plate. And Hayden Colleen was 2 for 5. For Kettle Moraine Lutheran, 4 for 6 was Mackenzie Leering. And the number 2 hitter, I think that was Bartelt. No, that was... Yep, Bartelt, yeah, the catcher. She was also 4 for 6 at the plate. So they had a fantastic outing here for Kettle Moraine. What a great outing in general. First home game here for the Lady Oaks. They got to be proud. You took on a huge Division II program here who just came off of a 1-run loss to Kewaskum, who is a super solid team. This KML team also beat the Waupun Warriors earlier in the season, 7-5. So you have nothing to hang your heads on if you are a Lady Oaks fan. Hey, I want to give a quick prayer here as we wrap things up here. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this opportunity that we have had to bring our streaming service out here and to showcase the talent that we have in this area. Heavenly Father, I could not do it without your blessings. I want to thank all of the sponsors that you have brought our way for us to do this. As always, thank you, Lord, for making sure that all of our players were safe and that there were no injuries. And I pray that you'll be with KML as they travel home and with the rest of the girls here from the Oakfield Lady Oaks as they head home as well. Thanks again for all of the blessings that you have bestowed upon Jeff's live stream. In your name we pray. Amen. So Jeff Sauer here with Cameron Hatcher and with Justin Schwartzmiller just popped in here. I got to thank Justin for helping me get everything set up out here It's hard for me to do all this stuff with the rotator cuff injury. We're actually going to be back here. We're going to be covering Oakfield taking on Horicon baseball tomorrow. I'll be down at the Waupun Diamonds as I'm going to be covering the Waupun Warriors taking on the Ripon Tigers in their parents' night, and an opportunity there for Kaylee Westfall to set the all-time steals record for the Waupun Warriors. And I believe that Mackay is going to be covering the Laconia boys baseball team. So thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. If I would have cut that and put that up on my, I'm just going to double check and see if I have it from the last time. Luckily, I do, so you can see what games we've got coming up tomorrow. We also got games on Thursday and Saturday of this week. So thanks again to all of my sponsors. Take care. God bless. And we can't wait to see you at a diamond near us. Jeff Sauer signing off with Cameron Hatcher. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.